Hey guys, this is Tina Torbo back in for another story. I had put a reel out and a little short video on TikTok about the Mcstay family. So, the Mcstay family, I'm just going to get right into it, okay? This is a very interesting story, and I remember it because I was living in Temecula at the time. And but the where this happened was in Fallbrook, California. So actually Bonsall, I believe. And so I remember this story. So what happened was on February the 4th of 2010, the entire family went missing from the home. So it was Joseph Mcstay was 43 or 40. His wife, Summer Mcstay, was 43. She was a real estate agent. Joseph Mcstay, the father, he had an earth inspired company and a business partner. They also had two children, one age 3, Joseph Mateo, and then the other age 4, Gianni. So the interesting part about this, well, I don't want to say interesting because, what ends up happening is awful. So they come up missing, and for whatever reason, the family starts to try to contact them. There's surveillance footage from a neighbor that has like only like 18 inches of a car going away, which they thought was the family's vehicle. But it turned out I believe they were never able to prove what vehicle that was. So the family went missing February 4th of 2010. And then around later on in 2014, Charles Chase Merritt was a business partner of Joseph. Okay, so Joseph is the father here. Okay, so Joseph Mcstay had, I guess, attempted to call Chase the night they went and they disappeared, but according to Chase, that he never answered the phone because he was watching a movie. That's what his story was. So anyway, the family goes on and is missing, and so then the brother Michael, my brother of Joseph, his name is Michael, went and gained entry into the house. When they went into the house, they saw that there were. It didn't seem like anything was really out of order. It was like there was breakfast that was cooked. It was just sitting there, and there was nothing that was like in such disarray that like a crime scene, but it looked like, like they had to flee. So that was kind of unusual. The weird part is that from what I've read is that the whole situation did happen in the house. I do have footage of that house in that area. I went by there just to check it out because, this is just such a sad story, and I hadn't heard about it in a long time, and I wanted to just talk about it. So what ends up happening is later on, I want to say a few years later, in Victorville, there was a guy out riding a dirt bike, and he came across two shallow graves where each grave contained two bodies. And so later on, the bodies were identified to be that of Joseph Mcstay, Summer Mcstay, and the two babies. I mean, like, this is crazy. So, what's so disgusting about it is that it seemed as though on their computer there were. So the investigators found that there were searches like how to change an identity, how to, change a child's identity, things like that were searched on their computer. So it seems as though, to me, now this is just my opinion, that the partner may have been in the house doing those searches because he was planning on, you know, taking out the family, which, he ended up doing. I don't know why he had to kill the children too. I mean, I don't know why he had to kill anyone, but these stories are crazy, and it's real sad because this is what, unfortunate true crime is. So what ends up happening is he ends up getting Chase Merritt ends up getting convicted for the death penalty here in California. but it's likely that he will sit on death row for the remainder of his life. California hasn't executed anyone in a long time, so I just thought it was really, like, frustrating because this man killed not only his business partner and his wife and their 2 little young babies, and then set it up to make it look like they went missing on purpose. So this had to take a lot of, forethought on the, part of Chase Merritt. So it's just a very unfortunate case, the way the whole thing played out and how the remains were discovered. So the remains were discovered on November 11th, and that's where I was telling you where the November 11th of 2013, where the dirt biker had found the shallow graves. But up to that point, they weren't sure that if maybe the family just decided to go to Mexico. But then later on, their car was found in San Ysidro. That's in Riverside County, I believe, or it's somewhere out there. But it's just very interesting because I was in the Temecula area at that time living, and I remember hearing about this case and just thinking, oh, that's very bizarre, that a whole family of 4 just comes up missing, like, maybe they had some financial issues and they took off, and so I kinda thought what everyone else thought because, the information that was coming out was saying that, the searches on their home computer, uh, was, looking for different identities for themselves and the children, so obviously, Chase Merritt did, like I said, think about this a lot. But he has been sentenced to death again. He sits on death row and will likely sit there for the rest of his life. And this is due to our process here. Here in California, they just haven't put anyone to death in a long time. So, if any case deserves it, I think this would be because, like, I mean, it's horrible enough to have killed his business partner and his wife, but to take the lives of a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old, like 2 little baby boys, that just really, really gets under my skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave some footage at the end of this video so you can just watch at the end. I will show you the house. I went by there. It seems like, life is normal over there. I'm not really sure if a lot of people know about what happened in that house. It just looks like, life is normal in like a suburban area, but it's kind of a trip to think, where I drove around is it, whether or not the murder occurred in the home. They're saying that the murder did occur in the home, but I don't see any evidence of that. But, just thinking that these poor people, they lived out there, not poor as in financially poor, but I mean, the suffering that they must have gone through, especially, having their 2 little babies there, it's just really unfortunate. And I really do wish that we would be a little bit stronger on our capital punishment here. It's not like I want to see someone die or anything like that, but these people do deserve justice, and I wanted to make sure I told the story. Okay, so just try to follow me. You can follow me on Facebook. I just recently opened a TikTok. I think I said that last time. Everything is under Tina Torbo, or you can like or subscribe or just watch the videos. All right, have a good day, and until then, I will talk to you soon. Make sure you listen to the end, watch the end of the video. All right, have a good day. Take care. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want.